way at that. The thing that really got me was the interest. It seemed like people were waiting for somebody to spark their interest. That's what it seemed like, and it blew my mind because when we asked the question, we said, "What are three symptoms of me not living on purpose?" Do you remember what they were?
We basically ended up talking about David and Goliath, and how David, if he hadn't used his own armor, his own weapon, I should say, and rejected Saul's armor, he never would have defeated Goliath. And so we talked about understanding your own professional skills. What makes you unique? What makes you different? What separates you from everybody else and not trying to fight with somebody else's armor? We talked about your passion and the fact that you need excitement plus execution, or else it's not really passion. It's just something that you're interested in.
I like that.
And then the last piece, we talked about purpose. You know what your bullseye is in life, and then every decision being directed toward that. And then part of that being the relationships that you're in. Either you think above the people that you're with, or you think below them. And if you want to go where you need to go, you need to let go of the people, even if it's for a season, that think below you, and really gravitate to some people that are thinking beyond you to help you get to the goal and the directions that you say you want to get in life.
I tell you what I like. I like when you touched on, if you're not a king, don't have on king's armor. You know, what kind of
I didn't mean to break them down like that, but it's true though. It's true though.
If you're not a king, don't put on the armor. And more importantly, if you have been called to a position as a king, as we know David was, but he didn't put the armor on before time. You see, and I've had that problem. You know, and I guess even the administrator over there was kind of saying that as he had to deal with some areas of arrogance and pride, because we know we've been called to greatness. And we put it on a little too early, and because of that, we're responsible for that weight.
Absolutely.
But we didn't work out to carry that weight.
It's good. It's good.
You see, and then it's too late. I think we were talking about it before we went to the college, that people should know before they go to college what they want to do or what they've been called to or their purpose. It seems to me that most people find their calling while in college instead of answering the call before college. See, if they said I do or yes before going, it would have been so much easier to live on purpose today, you know? But they failed to do that, you know?
Absolutely. So now you got stuck with all this mountain of debt. With a piece of paper.
Hold up.
That's not even being an area you want to do something with.
Hold up. It was so beautiful. We sold your book at $5 versus 10. And at $5, they said, what?
Exactly. We love them, though, man, but people are in different situations, but still with that.
It's the debt.
Exactly. So in the back of their mind, they weren't thinking, because I heard somebody say, if I'd had the $5, I would have bought the book. But the thing is, if you have other priorities and responsibilities caused by potentially negative behaviors in the past or lack of financial stewardship, again, it's going to prevent you in many ways from doing what you need to do to go forward. So, but again, we loved our time over there. Some incredible people. Again, the staff was great over there, and we're looking for a long-term relationship over there. I believe some great things are going to happen over at that school with the people that are there. So,
hey, and guess what? The Everest commercials are real. They are real people with real stories.
We found that out today.
Real people with real stories.
So when you see those commercials, those are real, absolutely real people.
And then the other thing was they extended their hand to us. You know, to come back and to film more, you know, more of what they're doing as a college and as an educational institution for the community as well as for their students themselves. But I think it's awesome that they want to spend that much time with leadership and with their soon-to-be leaders. I think it's awesome because they're building a nation of giant killers.
Absolutely. That's what exactly.
You know what? I'm sorry. I want to share this. I did an interview with one of the gentlemen that was there. He said he had a passion to be a motivational speaker. And I asked him, I said, what is that story about David and Goliath? How did it touch you, your life? How did it impact you specifically? Well, he said, I realized that that stone that David used was his mind. And what he was saying in short was, I realized that with the power of this brilliant mind, I can destroy every mountain that's in front of me. With my mind. But listen, it's not your mind. It's with the mind of Christ. If you can take the mind of Christ and apply it, we don't apply our faith. You see? What happened today is everybody in that room have a sense of purpose. They have an inkling. They can. It's in the air. It's a little aroma. of purpose. I mean, just coming to the institution alone, they realize they're working for something. Right. But it took somebody to trigger, pull that trigger to ignite that mind to say, listen, you've been called to greatness. Right. Listen, it's important that you know who you are now. Right. Because when you finally get there, it's going to be too late to figure that out. See, David knew. Listen, people. David knew before he went into battle, before Saul tried to give him his armor, he already knew he couldn't win. He knew it didn't fit. He remembered what God had done in times past. See, he knew before time. It is imperative that we know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's imperative that we know our purpose, that we know our calling, that we know why God has given us life, that we know why God has given us talents, abilities, gifts, and skills. It's not to consume upon ourselves. I mean, it's not just to become famous. It's not just to, say, do good deeds. But God wants to get the glory out of our lives. And the sooner we realize that, our lives are all about making Jesus more famous than he already is, we will come into a place of understanding, not only with God, but then a position with God where he can use us far beyond anything we can ask, think, or imagine. And I'm telling you, that's what Thrive TV is all about. That's what Passion Action is all about. Finding people who are putting their passion in action, living on purpose, bringing glory and honor to God by doing what they were created to do. It's that simple. So, all right, so we're going to wrap up from here. Again, we had a great day. And look for more from Thrive TV and Passion Action. Because, again, this thing is just getting started. All right, so until the next time, do all you can with all you have and the time that you have, that you can thrive on purpose. We'll see you soon.